welcome once again to this special edition of 15 Minutes in WACSI, a special program dedicated to civil society actors to discuss issues affecting developments in which civil society actors and stakeholders broadly are contributing towards the development and progress of the region. This edition is very special because we will be talking with a special actor who has been dedicating in promoting youth development in Sierra Leone, and so we are here in Freetown to talk to this wonderful guest here in Freetown. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
My name is Paul Abukago, an Executive Director of Youth Dream Center Sierra Leone.
Can you tell us a little bit about what Youth Dream Center Sierra Leone does?
The Youth Dream Center Sierra Leone was established in 2007, and our aim is to promote education and skills training for marginalized and dropout youth, women, children, and even men who've not got the opportunity to go to school and learn skills for a sustainable livelihood.
This is a problem or an issue that, affects several youths or different citizens across different countries across the sub-region. What inspired you or motivated you to take upon or to set up an organization to respond to this challenge in your society?
The organization was, the establishment of the organization was initiated by Captain Joseph F.S. Kaitibi, and we joined hand with him in ensuring that marginalized youth gain skills. Why? It's something personal as well. We have gone through a situation wherein we didn't have the opportunity to go to school earlier, and as well as being paid for school fees. So at some point we dropped out of school, and we dropped in again to continue our mainstream education. But throughout the years, especially the 11 years civil war in our country, it delayed some youth educational opportunity and development. It also destroyed their ability to go back to school. So we thought it fit that we have many dropout youth and who are unskilled, that are not capable of providing basic needs of their own, and such as food, clothing, shelter, and even health. So this one become a menace in society, wherein you have a lot of youth listed their pickpocketing, robbery, and for the female girls engaging into commercial service provisions, which is not good, and it's a recipe for transmission of STDs, and it can be a catalyst for disease transmission in our country.
You raised a very critical point when you talk about 11 years of civil war in Sierra Leone that has affected a lot of the Sierra Leonean youth, especially their education. From that, building on that and your experience here in Sierra Leone, what message do you have for the youths in other African countries where we are experiencing tendencies of wars or civil wars or civil conflicts in those communities? What message do you have for these people?
I will have specific messages for the youth themselves, that they should not allow decision makers, those who are vying for power, to manipulate them to have their own personal gains, but they should desist from involving in violent activities and focus on developing their human capital that will make them become self-reliant.
Thank you very much for that powerful message. And now coming back to the work that YDC does, you talked about supporting the youth to gain skills that can enable them to be self-reliant. What are some of those services you offer or programs you run that enable these youth in your country to gain employable or marketable skills?
We ensure that we've designed several components within the youth empowerment program in our organization. One of them is numeracy and literacy. We teach them how to read and write, and also how to do basic mathematics. It's to empower them in soft skills. And we also have an ICT, that is Information Communication Technology program, wherein we teach them how to use computer with the 6 component in the software packages, which is also free of cost. This is to increase their employable skills, and we also give them an hardware skills training in terms of tailoring, catering, gratuity dining, soap making, and entrepreneurship skills, because our training is focusing on not only them acquiring the skills, but giving them the know-how on how to go about starting their own business, so that they become job creators and not job seekers. This is where our organization is really unique, and it is free of cost. And we also promote the concept of voluntarism. So we've been in existence since 2007 to 2019 now. One of the core things we are encouraging is voluntarism, and most of the people that are transferring knowledge to the right holders, that we call the beneficiaries, are volunteers, and we very much appreciate them for their efforts.
And you know, talking about these great things that you are offering, great services you're offering, you know, some Sierra Leonean youth will be learning about this for the first time. There could be other civil society actors or organizations in Ghana, in Liberia, who would hear about this and would come to Freetown maybe to visit you. How can they contact you?
Our office is at 12 Josiah Drive, off Regent Road, Lumley, behind Mafa Field, and they can also contact our Facebook, which is Youth Dream Center Sierra Leone. It is one word. And they can also contact us through our mobile phone number, which is +232 784657. And they can also contact us via mail, which is ydcsl changinglives@gmail.com. These are our contact information.
So if you are in Freetown and you want to learn more about what Dreamtown is doing, do not hesitate to contact them or reach out to them through those means. But coming back to you and to the great work you're doing, I will be very much interested in understanding or learning more about some of the challenges that you've experienced trying to run this organization and support Sierra Leonean youth to gain employable skills.
Okay. Key among the challenges are: one is training equipment, such as for the ICT, we have inadequate computers to give the free service delivery. Most time we register up to 100, but because we have inadequate computers, we will cut the number to 30, because there are many youth outside there who really want to gain these skills, and they see it as an opportunity that will leverage their employment opportunity outside there in searching for jobs. But they can also afford to access this free training outside, because if you rate the cost for one program is like $80, and imagine in a country where we are living on less than $1 a day and paying for $80 for a program. By the time you complete the 6th program in the package, it is like more than $200 to $300, and they cannot afford it. And for us, the key challenges is training equipment for the ICT computers. And for the textbook aspect, another challenge is the practical material, because everything we are doing hands-on task. It's not about much of theory, but it's about practical things. So like tailoring the sewing machines, we don't have enough, and we don't have like the brilliant, that is the fabrics, to practicalize their experience, and the equipment to really run, and the space as well is very small. So these are some of the key challenges we are looking forward to see to mobilize resources and ensure the free quality non-formal education program.
You just touched on the element of mobilizing resources, and here we are just completing a training on local fundraising. So you have enumerated the challenges you're facing, yet there is a potential that you can achieve. What message do you have for Sierra Leoneans of goodwill, you know, to enable you to respond, to address these challenges and possibly achieve more in the great work you're doing?
From the just concluded training in local fundraising, I just realized that we have huge potential to raise funds locally to sustain our programs. And there are a lot of people who have the willingness to give, but they don't know that they have not met the right people to give. But I want to assure them that for YDC, everything we do is evidence-based, and we are transparent and accountable. and we are transparent and accountable, so they can come to our office and do on-the-spot visits. That is one. That is 12 Josiah Drive, off Regent Road, Lumley, to ascertain on what we are doing. Then that can give them the urge or motivation to contribute. We can accept support in kind or in cash based on our programs and the challenges I have highlighted. So we are calling on all Sierra Leoneans to put hands together to ensure we empower those who are marginalized and vulnerable. Imagine it was you who don't have the opportunity to go to school and you want to learn something and you don't have the support. How would that be? Imagine that you are not literate in French and you are opportunity to go to a French country. You find yourself like, oh, I'm nothing.
I'm handicapped.
Handicap. So not to talk of you are to be literate in a particular skill and you are to be literate in a particular language. You cannot explore that particular sector. You know, you see yourself as left out. You are excluded in society. But as an organization, that is the gap we are filling. That inclusion, leaving no one behind. Especially promoting goal sustainable development goal 4 and 4.4, which is looking at technical vocational education and lifelong learning opportunities for everyone, especially youth and adults. That is where our uniqueness lies, and also our free service delivery.
Thank you so much for that wonderful appeal. And it's so passionate, you know, to see this. And so, what message do you have for Sierra Leonean youth who may be listening to you for their very first time?
The message I have for Sierra Leonean youth is that those who can make contribution to the development of Sierra Leonean youth as well, their colleagues' youth, should come to YDC and give their support as volunteers. And those who have not got the opportunity to learn the skills, to go to school, they can come to YDC to register and access free non-formal education, which YDC is providing, and that's what makes us unique as an organization.
Thank you very much for your time, sir, and thank you for inspiring our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this edition, share your thoughts on the work that YDC is doing in Sierra Leone. If you want to contact them, he has shared his contact in the video. Feel free to pay a visit, a walk-in visit, learn about what they are doing, and why not join hands with YDC to enable Sierra Leonean youth to move from being unemployed, you know, to becoming employed and contributing to the development of the nation and the region at large. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to having you, or to providing you with another insightful edition on 15 Minutes in WAXI. And until then, bye bye for now.